Seattle, wake up, because the disrespect is officially reaching a boiling point in 2026. And I cannot believe what the national media is saying about our roster right now. We are the champions. We silenced every single doubter last season, but they still want to tear us down from the inside. This news I just found out changes the entire narrative of our upcoming title defense, and you need to hear this before the season kicks off. We are building the strongest tribe in the NFL right here. Like, subscribe, and drop your city and name in the comments below right now. When John Schneider decided to burn the old blueprints to the ground during that wild offseason, we all felt the earth shake under the city of Seattle. Trading away a quarterback like Geno Smith and a physical freak like DK Metcalf felt like a total punch to the gut for many of us. Then we had to say goodbye to a legend like Tyler Lockett, which made it feel like the end of an era. But the front office had a vision that nobody else could see at the time. They brought in Sam Darnold to lead the huddle, and they went out to get the veteran experience of Kupp to stabilize the wide receiver room. People called us crazy, and they said the moves were a massive downgrade for this franchise. The critics were screaming that Sam Darnold could never replace the production we lost, and they doubted if Kupp had anything left in the tank after his legendary years in Los Angeles. But we knew better because we saw the grit and the personality these guys brought into the locker room from day one. This was not just about talent. It was about a complete culture shift that prioritized chemistry and winning over individual statistics. John Schneider was playing chess while the rest of the league was playing checkers. The pressure was mounting and the glory was right there for the taking if these pieces could just fit together. We watched as Sam Darnold transformed into a leader we could all get behind, proving that a change of scenery was exactly what his career needed. At the same time, we welcomed Kupp with open arms, hoping he would be the veteran anchor for a young and hungry squad. Do you remember the feeling of uncertainty when those trades were first announced? It felt like a total gamble on the future of our team. But that is the price of greatness, and we were willing to pay it to get back to the top of the mountain. But wait, it gets even crazier, because the honeymoon phase of our Super Bowl win is being interrupted by some seriously harsh reality checks from the national media. Here is the raw truth that they do not want you to ignore. NFL insider John Frisella just dropped a total bombshell on social media that has the entire Pacific Northwest buzzing with anger. He is officially labeling Kupp as the most overrated player on the entire Seattle Seahawks roster. Can you even believe that? This guy comes into our house, helps us navigate a championship season, and now he is being called a name player who is living off his past reputation. John Frisella is claiming that casual fans are still judging Kupp based on what he did years ago, rather than what he is doing right now in a Seattle Seahawks jersey. The numbers from last season are being used as a weapon against him. Kupp finished the year with 47 receptions for 593 yards and only 2 touchdowns. Now, we all know those are modest numbers for a guy with his resume, but does that really make him overrated? He also added 15 catches for 157 yards and a crucial touchdown during our playoff run, showing up when the lights were the brightest. But the critics are relentless, and they are asking if he is truly a factor anymore. They are saying that fans are just attached to the legend of Kupp instead of the reality of his current performance on the field. It is a disgusting narrative that tries to devalue the veteran leadership he brings to this locker room. Are we really going to let an insider tell us that one of our key pieces is a liability? The tension is rising because there were even questions about his spot on the team when the 2026 offseason first began. It is a nightmare scenario for a player who has given so much to the game. But the business of the NFL is cold and heartless sometimes. The narrative escalation does not stop there because the front office just made a move that sends a very loud message to the entire wide receiver group. Seattle made it crystal clear that they expect Kupp to take a back seat in 2026. They went out and added the lightning-fast Rashid Shaheed before the trade deadline last year, and they just doubled down on him. They signed Rashid Shaheed to a massive 3-year, $51 million extension this offseason. That is a serious commitment of cash and resources to a player who brings a completely different dynamic to the offense. The coaching staff is obsessed with the ability of Rashid Shaheed to stretch the field with his elite speed, and they want him to be a primary focus of the passing game. This is the redemption arc for our deep ball because Sam Darnold loves to take those shots down the field. But every single target that goes to Rashid Shaheed is a target that is being taken away from Kupp. It is a dramatic shift in the hierarchy of our offense. If Rashid Shaheed becomes the focal point, What happens to the veteran who was supposed to be our reliable chain mover? It feels like a disaster waiting to happen if the egos in the room start to clash. But we know our guys are professionals. Still, you have to wonder if the overrated claim starts to look more real if the production of Cooper Kupp continues to dip while Rashid Shaheed takes over the spotlight. Is this the natural evolution of the team, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for a legend? I am losing my mind thinking about how this competition is going to play out in training camp. The speed of Rashid Shaheed is undeniable, and the front office is betting $51 million that he is the future of this aerial attack. We are seeing a youth movement right before our eyes, and it is leaving the veterans in a very tough spot. Seriously, I am sitting here looking at the stats and the contracts, and I am trying to make sense of the disrespect towards our championship squad. We went 14-3 last year and won the whole thing. Sam Darnold proved every single person wrong by becoming a top-tier quarterback in this system. Yet he is still entering 2026 as one of the most underrated players in the league. It is a weird paradox where our quarterback does not get enough credit, and our star wide receiver gets too much, according to the experts. Unbelievable. I am looking at this situation as an insider who sees the chemistry every single Sunday. Cooper Kupp might not be putting up 2,000 yards anymore, but his presence on the field opens up everything for guys like Rashid Shaheed. When the defense has to worry about the route running and the football IQ of Cooper Kupp, it gives the speedsters room to breathe. That is the secret that the national media refuses to acknowledge. They only look at the box score and see 593 yards and think he is washed up. They do not see the blocks, the leadership in the huddle, or the way he mentors the younger players. But the pressure is real, and the expectations for 2026 are through the roof. If we want to repeat as champions, we need everyone to play at their highest level. I want to know if you think the management is making a mistake by leaning so heavily into Rashid Shaheed while letting the reputation of Cooper Kupp take a hit. This team was built on a culture of proving people wrong, and it feels like we are right back in that spot again. They want to count us out, and they want to call our players overrated before the first whistle even blows. It is us against the entire world, and that is exactly how we like it in Seattle. The energy is high and the stakes are even higher as we head into this new campaign with a target on our backs. This is the grand finale of the offseason drama, and it all leads to one massive question for the 12s. Is Cooper Kupp going to use this overrated label as fuel to have a career-defining season in 2026? Or are we watching the passing of the torch to Rashid Shaheed in real time? We have a quarterback in Sam Darnold who has finally found his home, and a coaching staff that is not afraid to make bold moves. The vision for the future is clear, but it is also incredibly risky. We moved on from the icons of the past to build a new empire, and so far it has resulted in a Super Bowl ring. But staying at the top is much harder than getting there. I want to see your fire in the comments below right now. Do you agree with John Frashella that Cooper Kupp is just a name at this point? Or do you think he is the glue that holds this championship offense together? I am reading every single comment because we are a tribe, and your voice matters more than any national insider. Is this our year to go back-to-back, or are we being set up for a letdown by doubting our veterans? We need to stay united against the noise and the disrespect that is coming from every direction. We are the champions for a reason, and it is because we believe in the guys wearing the jersey when nobody else does. If you believe in Sam Darnold, and you believe that Cooper Kupp still has that magic, then you need to make some noise right now. We are aiming for 1,000 subscribers to keep this community growing and showing the world that Seattle has the most passionate fans in the history of the NFL. Smash that subscribe button and join the inner circle of the 12s. We are going to be here every step of the way as we chase another trophy and silence the critics once and for all. Thank you for being part of this journey. Go Hawks!